notebook for now, just
Mm-hmm.
so that we can check the transformation and stuff at every step of the way together, because I don't
Sure.
know what your events are supposed to look like.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and initialize the notebook.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, this is what I want. Which notebook are you using, if I can ask?
Just it looks like the same one you have.
Okay.
The interactive one.
Alrighty. Okie dokie. So when I look at your raw data, it looks like this.
Mm-hmm. That's
So
it.
let's zoom in and talk about what is real and what is just
Sure.
noise.
Yep. Like that, the big ones you see here, those crazy spikes I was telling you about before, you know, go up to 300, 200, 100. Those we don't need.
Okay.
But if you zoom in, then you can definitely see the slower. I think they alternate. They go to like between 20 and 30 or something, if I remember correctly. You can keep going. Yeah, that's them.
Okay. And all of these are real. None of this is noise.
Nope, that's all real.
Okay. Well, I will tell you what. I am... Okay. What sorts of transformation settings are you using right now?
I don't know. I've just been messing with different ones. I haven't got anything solid in yet. So.
Okay. Let's skip all of them except for Savitsky-Golay for right now.
Okay.
Only because to do the bandpass one, we'd have to think really carefully about what is and is not real. And because there isn't a lot of noise down where your real signal is, we may not have to transform this at all.
Sure.
We won't... we might not be able to get good duration and like beginning and ending measures yet, but I can get you peaks. So let's play. So we're not going to do this because your data looks pretty flat. We're not going to do this. Let's see. We'll start small. Okay. So here we go. Here's your data again. And when we zoom in really tiny, it looks still pretty good. Okay. Is the duration of these small events pretty consistent?
Of these peaks right here? Yeah, I mean, they're kind of looks like there's two phenotypes. It looks like there's the one you're looking at right now,
Okay.
These kind of more abrupt ones. There is other ones that are a little more flowing and longer, but they are fewer and far between.
But they're not going to get any slower than this.
No, no.
Okay. So I'm going to recommend that we try to do rolling bass line for you.
Okay.
And the reason I'm going to recommend this is because you don't have a nice flat bass line we can detrend to give you a linear one, either linear or static. So the way that rolling works is that we have to give it a window size in seconds.
Yep.
And in order to do, let's think. Your things are pretty small, so let's start with a small window size. And see how that does. Okay. That's pretty good. And the reason why I know that this is good is because the blue line, which is the moving average, lines up with your events, but your events are bigger than it.
Sure.
And it's not, your window isn't so big that your events are kind of getting mashed together. So let's try another window size a little bit bigger, which means that the average is going to be a little bit, it's going to get more of that baseline.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't want it to be too close. Because I want you to be able to get a good sense of duration or other things.
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to stick with this, and I'm pretty happy with it. Mostly because you've got a whole bunch here close together. They're inside each other's averaging window. But they come up and down enough that I think we'll be able to detect it, which is good. These guys. Okay, I think I know how to deal with that. Okay, so I'm just going to display the settings I'm using right now so that you can see what I've got, so that when you refer back to this, you have it. Let's get right into some peak detection. Oh wait, I want to look at that one more time. So I'm looking at this for amplitude because this is going to help me determine some critical numbers that we're about to do. I'm sorry, my dog helpers are really exasperated. I don't know if you can hear them like sighing deeply in the background.
I think I may have heard one, but that was it.
Oh, that's not correct.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to write some numbers down and I'm going to tell you what they are.
Sure.
So the first thing I'm thinking about is delta, because that's the first thing we're going to do together.
Yep.
And delta is all about the difference between local minima and maxima. So theoretically, this right here would be a local minima. This would be a local maximum, minimum, maximum. And in order for it to count, finger quotes, the minimum has to, the difference between these 2 points has to be greater than whatever the delta value is that we set.
Right.
So I'm going to say we should set our delta at 2 for now and see how that goes.
Sounds good.
And then none of your real events are bigger, really bigger than like 30, right?
Yeah, I entered, I think, like 35 or something when I was messing with it.
Okay. We're going to run 30 and see how that goes.
Sure.
And I'm going to say minimum. I'm going to say the minimum is 0 for now because your baseline is moving so much. I don't want to clip anything off at the low end quite yet.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And the next thing we're going to think about is bursts. And so we want to think about how close together 2 events can be and be distinct, right?
Okay.
These are 2 different events. You're pretty certain about that.
Oh, yeah. Yep, for sure.
Okay. So let's figure out what the distance between them is. That's 0.4, 5, 6. Okay, so 0.1. Let's go with 0.05.
Sure.
Because these things look pretty close together.
Yep.
So that the setting we're thinking about right now is called the inter-event interval minimum.
Okay.
Okay. So then we're going to think about minimum and maximum duration. So that looks like maybe 0.1.
Okay, just 1 second. I'm going to switch headphones real quick. Give me 1 second.
I'm going to think.
Depending on how far you move. Oh, yeah, it's always good, especially when you know what you're doing.
Are you still with Abby?
Otherwise, you
Can you email me my essay real quick? I'm gonna keep it real quick.
Can you still hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, I'm trying to solve problems. Regardless of where I go, I'm flexible. I mean,
All right. I'm going to just ballpark it right now as no event is longer than 0.25 seconds and no event is shorter
Um,
than 0.01 seconds.
Okay.
They look somewhere around the 0.1 range in duration. I don't want to capture them. And then we're going to say threshold is 1. And then what are my other values in there? We'll come back to it. I think we got what we need. Okay. Let's get right in there. So we're going to say delta is 2. We're going to see minimum is 0.
30?
0.
Oh, minimum. Okay.
And I can put in numbers outside of this range and it won't break. It just tells me that under no circumstances would there be an actual data point outside of those ranges. So if we go outside the range, basically there is it's everything. And the maximum we're going to say 35.
Yeah, how much of that have you done before?
Having
And now we run.
run a rough graph of the protocol. There's actually, I've never used this specific set of consoles, but
So have you ever done perfusion before?
I've done perfusion. I did perfusion the other, but again, I haven't done perfusion for your equipment.
Right. Yeah, I understand. But the general principles, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Do you go in through the?
See, this is what I was having before. It looks like it's detecting those upper peaks still, right?
Yeah, and that doesn't seem correct to me.
Yep.
It's not right.
No, I'm just talking about the heavy right now.
That's fine. No, that's important. Go ahead. Keep talking.
Hi, Dr. Wilson.
She says hi.
What are going to be involved?
He's busy, I can tell.
First opinion point, I'm going to say.
As always.
First step.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the things that
Because we're doing a 3D reconstruction of the neural network.
And they're
That part I
misaligned.
understand.
I think the goal, one of the goals, should think about.
That's looking frighteningly familiar.
This is concerning. And the question is why? Why are you misaligned?
Could it be to do with that rolling window size, or?
No, because the blue line isn't even part of this yet.
Oh, okay.
You haven't even gotten to that step.
Sure.
I've got this first, I kind of understand what you're getting at 3D and we're going to be doing modeling or something with, I need a clear picture, but I figured somebody I'll get the reading part going through the part. 9, got 2 of them yesterday, but I went with the general ones to get, and because I need to get the general, I need to get my infrastructure set up in the logistics so that, and then get into the technical part of the project.
Do you want to be in the conversation with us?
No, go ahead. We'll talk with Paul. Is she helping to solve all the problems?
Well, good news is she getting the same problems I was getting. So.
Well, that's good. At least it's a reproducible problem. So yeah.
This is true. It's good that I can reproduce your problem. It means I can at least work with it. Okay. I want then. I'm going to crack open your data arrays and see what I've got in there.
Yeah. Well, if you're going to compare non-inflammatory inflammatory. Yeah.
So the key thing is just thinking about what we're treating.
Well, that's right down the line. But there is oh, good. But I'm also I can't. I mean,
Is it that?
read up already on about the role that I know that the sun, their protein receptors, their, I remember a few of the secondary, I that, I mean, to me, it'd be interesting to look at it, compare that to see some watch receptor like this, like nothing, seeing how that's part of the, part of the inflammatory.
Does that change food?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Chris Wilker is still. Yeah. My main thing right now is get Python done. Those things like this. We need to get. I need to
But it's not filtering.
Yeah, it's good. And I emailed her on the
Is
side.
it fair?
What do you mean it's not filtering? It's not giving out those big peaks?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right here. This one should have been filtered. This one should have been filtered.
There. So
Mhm.
actually break our.
This is very
See how it's
interesting.
involved, but it's starting point. That's what I hope I got done. Yep. Forgot my questions under. I got text in red. Those are questions. Official detail for this lab. It's not in the brochure.
This is not an easy fix, as I had hoped.
Of course not. Never is.
Let me try one other thing.
Sure.
Let's just say the number of events. Let's just say peaks are more important to you right now than any of the burst stuff.
Yeah. And then they are, to be honest.
Yeah. So we'll just stay. Yeah, you guys are still in there. Ah, but did you magically become aligned? That's the real question. No.
Yeah, but on the protocol, I've got like 4 questions. Yes. Yeah. How do you want to?
Do 4% acid brine initially and drop it from 5. The good is probably 2.
I mean, you can look at it too, but I uploaded it back to your Asana,
Okay.
and it has all my comments.
Okay, I'll pull.
That updated version. Otherwise, you
Pull.
can't ask questions. I think that's-
Good, good. Well,
Let's look at it on its
I'll
own.
put his answers down and then I'll go back around to yours.
Well, let's just look at the Asana version. How about that?
Okay.
I'll make it easy.
Oh,
We won't waste any effort.
all right.
Trying to. The good news is she's getting the same problems as I did. So.
It is good news.
Rhea's teasing me.
Oh, yeah, that's what she's for.
Uh-huh.
The question is why? Why?
It seems like it's missing those peaks right there at least, which is weird too.
Sorry, I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm gonna open your data.
Don't worry about that.
I want to open you with this.
Yeah, we've got an upright right here. So we've got scope to success.
Oh, you're thinking.
Somebody like that.
This bit right here,
It's rather weird, isn't it?
that's very strange. I have feelings about it. Because this business right here should be on this business over here.
Yeah, that's a shift.
And that's like
Glad that I'm
a
not the only one who was thinking that.
10-second shift. Like that
Yeah.
is so many types of not correct. Yes. Excuse me. Sorry, my dog is literally playing with my apron strings. So needy. Okay.
So does that data look okay there?
Well, I'm in this part right here. So I'm going to skip ahead to 5 seconds if I can. Because what I'm worried is happening is that your time repeats, which is why we have overlap.
I'm not sure
Or something.
Well, the question was, is there anything?
Right, because then let me go back to T0 over here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's your line item? So what about the experimental groups and frequency? I would say think about that. Groups are having that. This is just a big, we have a lot of that. So what we have to do is propose it. Oh, okay. So this is technically not technology. Okay. So what I would suggest is do a literature search. See if
Well, I don't actually see a problem.
there are changes in morphology within teams. There's a funding opportunity that we have to make in November. Okay. Nicotine exposure, does that change morphology? Another question. Information. Nicotine is one, and the other is information. So if you give an animal LPS, it's a change in morphology.
I'm hoping it'll just jump out at me and I'll see it.
Are those two searches,
Hmm.
see what's interesting. That's into the grant.
I want to see what happens when we stop
Yeah, yeah, I got
being at 204.79. I don't know when that is. I want to know why that is. Ah, yes, I was correct. Ha ha ha.
Okay.
Your data is corrupt, sir.
Yeah.
Right there.
So how can you tell?
Well, the Donahue app.
So I can tell because you have 2 data points in the same time place.
Mhm.
And I know that it's right here because we suddenly go from time 5.39 back to 0.
Okay.
So I'm going to chop off this piece right here, and hopefully this will fix all of our problems.
Okay.
I don't think it will, but I think it's going to fix the alignment problem. And that will make me feel better. Can I save over this file? This isn't the original, is it?
Oh yeah, no, I have the original here, and I also have the lab chart file I can re-export if needed to.
Excellent. Just wanted to make sure before I did something drastic.
Oh, you're good.
Now, this doesn't explain to me why it's not filtering properly, but hopefully this fixes our alignment problem because we just took out about 5 seconds of data, which is approximately how much it's shifted. Okay, so we'll close that, and we'll start from the beginning. I feel better that we're not, that you are not crazy, and we can find what's happening.
No kidding.
It's just so funny because the other group that I'm helping right now, they were running into an error, but I could not reproduce their error, like at all. So I'm sure they felt super crazy because they're sitting there like, no, really, we can't run anything. And I'm like, no, really, it runs fine.
Okay.
All
That's
right.
the main technical issue I'm running into thus far. Going thinking about this is.
All right, same data.
So what guys, which I plan on doing, up to eliminate these gigantic peaks. What should I put in the text file? Because I'm sure they'll want to know.
I'm sorry, was that a question for me?
Yeah.
Can you say that one more time?
Sure. So I'm going to talk to the lab chart guys about these like gigantic peaks and try to eliminate them flat out. Right? I'm assuming it's something to do with the hardware setup. And then I'll save us the headache of trying to eliminate it this way. But what should I tell them in terms of like when I exported it, there was these like weird double data sets. I'm assuming they'll want to know about.
Yeah, I would say that it looks like it's exporting overlapping data.
Okay.
Right, in the sense that you have, for the same time point, more than one amplitude point, which is wrong.
Makes sense.
But it looks like we handled it. See, here we are starting at time 0, and there's nothing weird happening above it. Let's see. We're going to use all of our settings from before. What do you mean?
And I've gone through and
That's why.
I know where all the chemicals are now. Here, diphasic, monophasic, sodium phosphate. You got one in one side.
Yeah, one spot. Sean, the other.
Okay.
Yeah, Sean.
Okay.
That's why it's up.
All right.
It seems W.
You have a bottle of monophasic or near empty. Make sure you don't. Okay.
I'm just checking the beginning because it was full of weird. And that's interesting to me.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll be sitting there.
Okay.
No, that's why. That's why.
Right.
I want to make sure I.
Let's go with static for now, even though I liked our rolling settings. I thought they were good. Okay, we have events. That's good news. And we have our graphs. Well, good news, we fixed the alignment problem. So that's one thing. But we didn't fix our filter problem. Because these guys are still getting picked. Why?
For a few weeks, the other one so,
Whatever method you use on measure.
I'm out. Oh, or for
So whatever you have learned in your previous experiences. Everybody can contribute. I'm not shut off that.
okay. But I'm the go for flexible on that.
Now you're making me remember. False. So what I'm doing is I'm checking the line in the source code where I do the filtering, which is right here. Oh, where I have to say,
So I know
that's redundant. Oh, now you're upset about it. And then it filters it just fine, but it fails in the code. Why? Good for you. You found a bug. Okay. Okay. Now, this is really the problem. The stupid workaround is one thing. So we're going to try this. Looks like that line didn't get included for baselines, rolling and static, but it did for linear.
Okay.
So fuck this part. Okay. We're not really using it. I just want to check.
Sure.
Now, why? Oh, I know why. This is what we're going to do. We'll just fix it. How's that sound? Oh, no. Sometimes it gets finicky if you don't put in a leading zero.
Okay.
Not always, but sometimes. It's one of those things where it's like, please don't throw a hissy fit. I just want you to run. Okay, let's see. 2, 10, 35, and hope for a number smaller than 11,147. That is a number smaller. Okay. All right.
Hey, making progress.
Making progress. Okay. Let's zoom in on one of your trouble regions. Okay, it looks like it is doing the filter correctly. Although we might have been a little strict.
Mhm.
But because it is filtering,
Yep.
we can go from here. So let's talk about this biz. These are not events, but this is.
You know, it's hard to tell, and I'm trying to figure out ways to keep that native
Mm-hmm.
value axis, or is there any way to just say ignore time from A to B type thing, or is that not doable?
I could tell you how to do it the hacky way. It's not like pretty supported right now, but all this stuff is like easily manipulatable data tables. So if you had a list of time segments you wanted to clip out, we
Just do
could.
it.
But the thing that's going to happen is it's going to mess up your intervals.
Right.
Right, because the intervals over that gap are going to be wonky, which is why I recommend you run each clip around the weirdness separately. So that way you don't have the weird interval gap, because I know that Wilson cares about intervals.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know that sometimes...
And I exported, like I went and cut out sections in between the giant. I was just thinking maybe we could eliminate them as outliers and save me the time of having to process 7 files versus 1.
Well,
Per animal.
I will do you one better. If you can tell me exactly which measurements, figures, and things you're interested in collecting, I can make for you a script that will run an entire folder worth of data in minutes.
That would be awesome.
All you have to do is clip your files and name them something reasonable.
Yeah, and I already did that too, so I've already got those.
Cool. So I ended up doing this for that other lab because they wanted me to run a whole folder of data, and so I just wrote something to batch process everything. So if you can tell me what you're interested in, you don't even have to tell me what your settings are. I can just make you the magic script.
All right, perfect.
And then
That
you
would be
can tinker
fantastic.
with settings.
I'll get your critique. That kind of stuff. What do you need from me?
I just need to know what you want besides kind of the basic output, right? So at the end of this, you know, theoretically you would get these like burst these burst and peak tables.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to run this so I can show you what they look like. Minimum burst duration. I'm going to say this about burst area. For every burst you detect, it's going to do an integral. So if you really want burst area, say yes. If you don't know, then you don't need it. And you don't need to wait forever for it to calculate. Oh, gross. You're a gross dog. while that's running, basically you get two tables at the end. One with peak information, which gives you these two columns of values, and another for burst information, which is the beginning and the end of the event, based on that threshold, which gives you this list of information. And then after that, you can generate a whole bunch of other types of results with those measurements, depending on what you care about. And then I also have a whole suite of heart rate variability measurements. They aren't standard release yet, but they exist if those are things you're interested in. So this might be a conversation for you and Wilson about the ultimate output. Once you figure out your standardized settings and the types of measurements you're interested in having. Because if you go through the notebook, there's tons of stuff you can get. A lot of these things you don't need to do in the notebook. Once you have the extracted data, you've got almost everything you need. I know some of these things he is interested in. Some of the things he's not interested in. Really just depends. I don't know how Pleth standard analyzed.
Yeah, I don't know either. So I'll have to figure that out, and I'll let you know.
Okay. Well, good news is I think we fixed your bug. So you should be able to get back to fucking around with your settings until you can capture the things you want to capture.
Sure.
Now that filtering seems to work correctly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry that there isn't a better way than clipping around your noise.
No, that's okay. It's not. It shouldn't be your problem to deal with. It's a hardware thing, so I'll get that sorted out eventually.
Okay. What?
All right.
Hold on. I'm thinking.
Think away.
If I, but would it mess up your intervals? It might mess up your intervals.
Oh, and what do I need to do now that you changed the code within base so I get the updated code so I don't run into bug any further? Otherwise, I'll bug you with this later.
Yeah. I will push I'm sorry, I'm having 3 thoughts at once. What I'm going to do is let me write some notes to myself and to others about what I did. And then I've actually come across another bug that I fixed that I haven't pushed to the master branch. So give me 20 minutes and I'm going to push a new .py file to GitHub.
Okay.
And you can download it and have it.
All right, perfect. Yeah, there's no rush. I got a meeting here in 15 minutes anyway, so.
Okay.
On base a little while yet, so it'll be fun time.
All right. Well, I'm glad we were able to solve this.
Yep. Me as well.
All righty. This is taking a very long time to run, and I don't quite know why. It's a little concerning. Probably because there are a lot of events. Well, if you have a meeting that you need to get to, I will let you go. And I will update this. Shoot talk to Wilson about what he needs.
Okay.
And depending on what it is, I can automate most of it. The thing I can't really automate is beautiful line graphs. And that's because if I don't know where in the time series he wants like the picture, then I can't give it to you, right? I can't just be like randomly pick something beautiful, because it will randomly pick the zoomed out view, which gives you nothing.
Yeah. Yep.
So, but I can give you like everything else. You can have histogram entropy, you can have Poincarays, you can have all sorts of averages, moving averages. Like if you just give me that laundry list of what he wants, I can make you a custom notebook that will do it for you.
All right, that would be freaking awesome.
Okay. Cool beans. I'm gonna update this and push to master. And oh God, there is something in my gut that tells me I can't actually do that. So what I might do is just email you the .py file.
Okay.
With the 2 patches, and you can have them.
All right, sounds good.
Okay. Because I like have this like nagging something in the back of my mind that I'm forgetting about. I'm like forgetting something really important, and it'll come to me eventually. Whichever I decide to do, I'm gonna email you.
All right. Sounds good.
Sounds good. We'll be in touch. Talk to you soon.
All right, appreciate it, Abby. Take her easy.
Okay.